I'm speaking now, computer. Thank you. My smart computer just said, "Are you speaking? No one can hear you." Looks like there was some updates, and now these lives start muted unless I unclick the mute button. So that's good to know. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat. I'm Sarah, owner of Not Another Hat, joining you from my hidey hole of an office with a hot cup of tea and a bunch of beautiful new yarns to show you, and some project inspiration for those yarns, and a few updates on projects that I'm working on. Show you what I did on my little mini vacay that I just got back from. Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Nydia. I did have a great weekend. Jason and I took Mallory and some friends of hers to Whitefish, Montana to go skiing. So not I, myself. Oh, that's funny. I have skied. I don't currently ski, so not the present tense of that verb for me. But I did get to sit alone in a lovely little cabin in the woods all day and knit and work, which was really, really lovely. So at any rate, it was like a little work vacay for me, and they got to go skiing. So here, our local ski resort is called Mount Hood Meadows. And if you have a season pass here, you get some reciprocal passes at different places in the West. And the Whitefish Mountain is one of them. So the girls all have ski passes. They got to ski no problem. It was a great time. It was beautiful and snowy the day we got in, and then it was just clear the next 3 days, clear and cold. And I just holed up in the cabin and took care of the food for everybody and did a lot of knitting. I can't show you everything I was working on because some of it is surprise designs for future fun. But I can show you a few of the things that I worked on. And then I also want to show you 4 new yarns from Berroco for their spring-summer line that I swatched this weekend. And of course, I left my stupid swatches at home. So I can't show you the swatches, but that's okay because if you buy our spring yarn tasting, which will be on sale next week, you'll get to see all about the swatches and hear all about the yarns. But I can just show you some of the, excuse me, some of the skeins of yarn. And then I also queued up some of their designs that they've put out for these yarns that I'm going to share my screen and show you because I am super excited about them. And I already have pulled yarn to start 2 of them. So hello. Okay, first of all, I want to show you what I worked on. Here is this is my basket of goodies to do another stash Be Gone. Oh, isn't this basket beautiful? Kara, Cardi Bell, she made me this. And this was some leftover silk. That was like a hand-dyed silk yarn. And she made this basket. She's crazy talented. So my colors match. I had to put it in this basket. You guys probably can't really see that because it's kind of dark, but it's basically a bunch of pinks and purples. And this is my very, very, very small beginning. So, ta-da. I know it's kind of underwhelming. It's just little, but this does show you really well how much blocking impacts it. Can you tell how crinkly and just like, I'm being pretty good with my tension. Here's my floats. But blocking is really like the magic, right? So there's that. That just has a little bit of progress. But here is... this is like my go-to because it's so mindless for me. I have it memorized. This is my Entrelac Scarf that I started last week in Berroco. Back up, Noro Taiyo. So that Taiyo is a worsted, kind of like a heavy worsted wool silk blend, cotton silk blend, touch of wool, mostly cotton silk, tiny, tiny bit of wool. But isn't this fun? Noro is so perfect for Entrelac. I'm just doing my Entrelac scarf pattern, and it is just so perfect. The colors change so perfectly. It looks like you've just done so much work. I love it. I just started my second skein. I think there's 200 yards of skein in the Taiyo, so I probably am going to need 3 skeins. But I just love it so much. It is just, Entrelac is very soothing to me. Just something about like little squares at a time. Just plug it along. Knit 8, purl 8, knit 8, purl 8. I mean, there's a little bit more that goes into it, but you get the picture. And then I'm going to do, there's a top secret project that you'll all know about soon that I've just finished in one yarn, and I'm going to do it now in this Noro yarn, which is called Maracai, and this is a cotton and silk. This is a light DK. It's got 330 yards. There we go. Cotton silk viscose. So another fun spring summer Noro yarn, and I have an idea of making two options for the thing I just finished. Okay, so fun, lots of fun stuff. This was one of those trips, I have to sneeze, oh gosh, where I packed so much knitting. Oh my god, I have to sneeze so bad. I'm so sorry, you guys. And I had a little bit of attention issues where I couldn't keep focused on because I had packed too many things, but I did have some stuff I absolutely had to finish up. And so I finally kind of buckled down and focused. Also, making all the swatches is necessary. Super important, super helpful. But when you're all done and that's all you've done for several hours, it doesn't feel like you've accomplished a whole lot. Not like finishing a project. And so I did I think I did 6 swatches. So it was a little, that's like they're 45 minutes-ish a swatch. So that's like 5 hours of knitting. And then in the end, you just have this pile of ladder swatches. So it wasn't super satisfying. But okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the fun new yarns. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. First up, that is Pima Soft. And this one comes in so many beautiful colors. And it's just a really lovely cotton. It's Pima cotton. I absolutely loved swatching this yarn. It felt so nice. If you've been around a while, I'm not the biggest cotton fan. But this yarn felt fantastic. Let me show you really quick. I'm going to bring in my, there we go. Can I make myself smaller? Nope. Okay, well, this is what we get. This is one of the designs from their Pima Soft design collection, and this is the cutest little side-to-side tee, and it's got a mosaic pattern that runs up and down on each side. I just absolutely love it. Lots of really cute things in their spring summer design collection. So let's go back to the whole book for Pima Soft really quick. This crocheted cardigan is stunning. If I could crochet this one right here, if I could crochet better, I would attempt it. I just think it's so beautiful. But yeah, they've got great designs, a little yoke, a beautiful mosaic shawl, and then this kind of cardigan and tank top sweater set. So that's the collection for Pima Soft, and this yarn is absolutely beautiful. The colors are so bright, summery, and happy. Let's see, where is Spree? So the next one I want to show you guys is Spree. And this is one of those like space dyed yarns, and it is a half wool, half cotton. And this was also gorgeous to swatch with. I think that maybe this was my favorite one to swatch with, just because of how it felt. I mean, that's really no surprise because it's got half wool in it, but the colors are really beautiful. They do kind of a subtle striping effect. And then I love this sweater. This is called Moval. This is from their Spree collection. And I love like the neck shaping on there and like kind of the drop shoulder and everything. So Spree is another new one. And then Vivo is beautiful. Okay, so Vivo is 100% cotton, big fat skeins. It's 317 yards. And let's see, where's my Vivo? Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with this. I'm definitely going to make this. I just love this intarsia effect where you use 2 different colors against each other. Let's look at the side really quick. Isn't that cool? So that uses Vivo in 2 colors. I just love it. I just think it is so cool. So I'm definitely going to be making that. And let's see, let's go look at really quick at the rest of the Vivo collection from Berroco. Gosh, if I was 20 years younger, I would make this adorable tank top. I should actually make that tank top for Campbell. That would be beautiful. Really cute poncho. The tee that I just showed you, this gorgeous, gorgeous lace shawl. I think this is the shop sample that we're getting a sample of with our order. This cute little cardigan. It's got a nice texture. Let me get a zoom up here. Nice little seed stitch texture, it looks like. So, again, a whole collection of really cute stuff. Nice little kind of cover up tee there. Okay, and then last but not least is Isola. And Isola is a cotton and linen yarn, and it does kind of like a slow kind of gradient in its own color tone. And nope. Yep. This is the sample that I'm about to start in Isola. So this is a really beautiful top. It goes side to side across the shoulder, like the yoke area from sleeve to sleeve, and then you pick up and you go down. So you get this really funky movement of that gradiated color. So super, super excited. Now that I've done the ladder swatch, I know exactly which needle I need to get gauge. So yes, that is the 4 newest yarns that we just received from Berroco. There's one more coming, and I think I heard it's shipping this week. It took a little longer to come in, and it's called Maracai, and it is a hemp and cotton blend, and that was really lovely to swatch with as well. And there's really beautiful designs. So maybe next week we can show off Maracai, and it's, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Meraki, and I say Maracai, Meraki. I don't know. It's something like that. But I'll show that one off in the as well as its designs, because its designs are really beautiful. So yeah, that's all I've got. Julia, thank you for dropping 1,000,001 links. I'm just looking back through the comments really quick. Laura, you're making an Entrelac scarf with purples? Woohoo! Awesome. Okay, well, I hope this is all working. I don't see any texts. I don't see any Texans. I also don't see any texts that say it's not working, but that's everything I have to show you for right now. It's kind of hard because I have so many things up my sleeve, but they're all secret. But yeah, we are going to be working on getting the yarn tasting together, and so keep your eyes out for that if you're a fan of our yarn tastings. And then yeah, that's all I've got for now. So I hope you guys have a lovely week. Don't forget our sale still going on. Screaming deals. Farmer's Daughter Craggy Tweed, Kelborn Wool and Scout. There are still a few of those left. So have a lovely week, everybody, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Toodaloo.